Okay, it's official. Vampire genre's dead. The Invitation is a brand new 2022 horror film directed by Jessica M. Thompson, starring Natalie Emanuel. And yeah, I was actually kind of interested in this movie. The trailers looked interesting. The posters very gothic and creepy, but yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. Starting off with the good, and there's a couple things that I do enjoy. Natalie Emanuel in this movie does a great job. I really liked her character in this movie. I thought that her portrayal of this character who's just trying to find her family pretty interesting. And I really like the set design of this movie. It's very gothic, it's very dark, it's got that atmosphere to it, and the score really elevates that as well. I really enjoyed the score here, but aside from that, that's about it. I'm going to go on into the negatives. And yeah, I was very disappointed in this movie. I'm not going to say all the other acting in this movie was bad, because it wasn't bad, it just wasn't great either. Natalie Emanuel really holds this movie up, but the rest of the acting is just kind of subpar. And I hate saying that because I love Hugh Skinner, he's a great actor, I loved him in Mamma Mia too, but I don't know, he just felt out of place in a movie like this. And then the main villain in this movie, it was like they couldn't afford Rami Malek or Richard Madden, and so they just found an actor who was cheaper, who kind of reminded them of both of those actors. And I just thought that the villain was extremely weak. It was very generic for a vampire film. And I don't really know anything about the guy who played the villain. I just know that he just felt like a cheap knockoff of Rami Malek and Richard Madden. So yeah, just not really helping much there. And then I really didn't care for the overall plot of the film. I thought that it had potential to be great. They took the premise of Get Out and the premise of Ready or Not, two of my favorite modern day horror movies, and then they just made it boring. And also it was PG-13, and well, vampires should not be PG-13 ever. And I actually forgot this movie was PG-13 going in, so I sat the entire movie waiting for some vampire gore and never got it. And the explanation of everything that's going on, why the vampire is doing what he's doing, why these families are interconnected, didn't work for me. It was just Natalie Emanuel going around this old mansion, people are acting weird towards her. Sean Pertwee's the jerk butler, who I love Sean Pertwee as well, but his character did nothing for me. Weird things happen up until the reveal. Not going to get into it, but it just didn't work for me. And I also thought the ending just kind of ended. The worst part about this is it's nearly 2 hours, but by the hour mark, I'm like, is it over yet? No, we still haven't even gotten to the actual reveal, which is another thing that sucked about it. Is I wish it was more like Ready or Not, where it's like 10-15 minutes of setup and then the rest of the movie is the main girl getting out of the situation. But it was more like The Turning, where it was an hour and a half of setup and then 10 minutes of a third act, which just did not do it for me whatsoever. But yeah, in the end, final thoughts, I was very disappointed in The Invitation. I really wanted to love this movie because I thought the trailer looked good, but the PG-13 rating dragged it down a lot, and a very messy plot just made it even worse. So, The Invitation, very disappointing, and I can only give it a 3 out of 10. So that was my thoughts on The Invitation. Have you seen this movie? What did you think about it? Let me know down in the comments. What's your favorite vampire movie? I'd also love to hear from you there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.